I love a good boss fight, and Kingdom Hearts has plenty, but what about those secret bosses? The ones that push you past the initial content to that extra challenge. Today, we'll be going through the toughest of the tough, difficult boss fights. Challenge, difficulty is subjective, I know. What I find easy, other people might find difficult, and vice versa. So I hope you will keep an open opinion. Now let's get down to business.
This monster, this is no Unversed. Just a dweller of darkness.
First off on the list is Remnant Vanitas. Vanitas has always given me trouble throughout Birth by Sleep. Every time this guy shows up, it just brings my blood to a boil. He's what I like to call annoyingly difficult. This guy just pisses you off with his constant harassment, constantly calling you weak and pathetic, even though, hello, I'm not the one getting my ass kicked right now. This little asshole just makes you want to beat him that much more. Remnant Vanitas, however, is stronger and faster than ever, with new attacks such as blinding you and sending copies after you. Not to mention that he still has that attack where he will counter you during the middle of a combo, which fucking pisses me off. I think by far his health is the worst thing. Not because of how much he has, but by how little he has. You think with just one health bar, he wouldn't be that bad. Seriously? It's one fucking bar. How can he be this difficult? What keeps him at the top of this list is the fact that his AI seems to be a bit broken, nearly. If you stay behind one of the pillars, he can't really seem to make his way around it for whatever reason. Most of the time. So, all you need to really do is stand behind a pillar, throw your Keyblade, and keep spamming this for a while. Keep your distance as well. I swear, if there were no pillars and he had more health, this boss would be near impossible.
Just a dweller of darkness.
The mysterious figure is the secret boss of Kingdom Hearts 1 Final Mix, which honestly I felt like we were kind of missing out. I mean, like, if we had found this guy in the original game, it would have been absolutely mind-boggling. We would have been there thinking, who is this guy? What is this epic music? What is he talking about? Test me? Who is this guy? As for the fight itself, he uses a mix of attacks, including a guard wall, a deadly dance of death combo, blast you energy attacks,
Frickin' laser beam!
and a move which will literally end the fight very quickly unless you manage to break out of it with good timing. Even if you manage to max out your level, this guy is still a deadly challenge, what with his strength, his speed, and his attacks. I actually quite like this boss and how it leads into the next game's final boss. He's difficult now, and it seems like he was toying with you the whole time, but in the next game, it kind of shows how much stronger you've become, what with him being more manageable. Final thing to note, interestingly, his attack pattern in Kingdom Hearts 1 Final Mix is the same attack pattern he will use on you in Kingdom Hearts 2. If anything, his attacks feel like they've gotten slower.
Don't lose your way. Your life we have to be as one. Don't be afraid.
Just a dweller of darkness.
No Heart is the secret boss that's technically two phases. First phase consists of you fighting the hilt of the Keyblade, whilst dodging more Keyblades flying towards you. It's kinda weird, isn't it? It's almost as if the Keyblade had a mind of itself. Anyway, phase 1, not too bad, because of the lack of moves to look out for. I mean, what you expect. Don't worry, because No Heart has plenty of attacks and then some of which he transforms his Keyblade in order to use. He's got it all, ladies and gentlemen. Your Keyblade combo, your punching combo, your kicking combo, your dashing, grabbing, dark projectiles, shockwaves, reversals, slowing you down, speeding you up, and a move that I'm pretty sure is for taking down police helicopters. He also has his very own version of Sephiroth's Heartless Angel attack, in which he will create a giant explosion which will knock you down to 1 HP, completely drain your focus and command bars, and puts all of your attacks into cooldown mode. So dodge his attacks and hit him. Hit him hard. Knock him the fuck out. Don't die. Simple as that.
Just a dweller of darkness.
Ah, yeesh. Now that I've beaten the remix of Kingdom Hearts 2, a new mission has appeared at Disney Castle. Okay, well, I beat Zem this. I mean, there's not much left for me to do. I'm like the best Keyblade guy ever. I mean, I beat Sephiroth for fuck's sake. Oh. The Lingering Will is definitely one of the most difficult boss fights among the Kingdom Hearts series, and infamous among the Kingdom Hearts fans. And rightly so. This guy's a great test of skill. He's a load of attacks, a load of health. There's no let up with this guy. He's not going to pussyfoot around. I mean, this guy will even run you down with his Keyblade glider if you're not careful. Make sure you look both ways before you block. His attack pattern is hard to read, as he might decide suddenly, I'm going to spam my limit attack, whilst the next minute he might decide, I'm going to spam my Keyblade Glider. Next time you fight him, he might rarely even use any of these attacks. As bad as it might sound with all of these attacks, it's actually not that bad. Most of his attacks are blockable, but he will only leave a narrow window to hit him, so you gotta make it count. I will admit this is one of my favourite Kingdom Hearts fights. I mean, it's just got a really cool grand setup. Big open area, 2 badass Keyblade warriors walk in, and only one walks away, while the other one just kind of kneels down. Bless me God, for I have sinned. Before we look at number 1, let's take a look at some runner-ups. Julius is a hard-hitting secret boss, but with such a limited attack pool and a strategy which pretty much just consists of shoot him, run away, dodge a few times, shoot him again, dead. Phantom is difficult, more so because he makes you focus on using magic attacks for the whole fight, wasting all of my elixirs and my ethers. Simon says use fire. Simon says use lightning. Also, keep casting stop on the clock tower so you don't get forced into a loss. Darkeyed was difficult for me solely because the easiest way for me to get to him was to play Birth by Sleep on critical mode.
Just a dweller, darkness.
And finally, the hardest secret boss in Kingdom Hearts is More Guys in Hoods. The Unknown is a secret boss you will unlock after you defeat Remnant Vanitas. That's just the tip of the iceberg to tell you how hard it's going to be. You have to beat a difficult secret boss in order to unlock an even more difficult secret boss. If you thought the Lingering Will was fast, you ain't seen nothing yet. The best way I can describe fighting this guy is that you have to fight him over and over again to practice, because this guy will have you running and dodging like no tomorrow. I can't emphasize this enough. He's quick. Keep a lock on him. He will make this more and more difficult for you because he will randomly disappear and reappear. Not to mention, he can also turn invisible. The majority of his attacks will generally leave you with next to no health. He's got a deadly sword combo. He can fire energy blasts at you. He can dash, summon fire tornadoes, meteors. He can also make copies of himself, which can all independently attack you, which can really turn this fight into a clusterfuck. But the one that really gets me is when he brings out several orbs that will try to impale you with energy beams. He can also use other attacks while he's impaling you with these energy orbs. I feel like I've forgotten something important. There was one other move he had, something that was worth mentioning. Oh wait, yeah, that's right. He can occasionally rewind time and undo some of the damage that you've done to him. There's no let up in this fight. You're constantly moving, running, dodging, trying to hit him, waiting for a moment where he'll slip up, waiting for a moment where you can attack him and hit him hard. If you make a mistake, it's as good as over. But by God, when you do beat him, you feel like you're on top of the world because you've just beaten the hardest secret boss in Kingdom Hearts, in my opinion. Well, until the next video, I shall see you later.